What is up, you guys? What is up? We're back with another video, and I got a new phone, so that's gonna be super epic, man. Still a little bit gotta figure out how to get my pan right, but yeah, we're at work right now. Good news. As far as the job goes, I'm super excited about that. I'm not gonna go too far into detail with that, but just know I was stressed out, highly stressed out the last like 3 days have been pretty crazy. Not exactly knowing where the money's gonna come from. With this, bodybuilding is one of those things where you need consistency, right? Like in all areas, like you want to make your life as simple as possible because you need your body and your hormones to fire correctly. If you have too much stress, your cortisol levels jump up, and that could just lead to a whole host of bad things. So back in peace again, back in peace. So I feel really great about that. But I just wanted to document this little snack real quick I'm about to have. So I got my favorite cookies in the world, oatmeal raisin, super bomb, natural peanut butter, and some bread. So I need to go to Walmart and pick up some chicken breast in a can, just because it's a lot easier, it's a lot cheaper than spending money eating out. Yeah. So let's get into this, man. And I also kind of wanted to just talk about. Oh, napkins here, huh? Probably just wipe this off after I'm done. It doesn't really matter. Just wanted to just kind of like get back on the vlog tip, man. I haven't vlogged in a while. Excuse me. And everything's just been reels and stories to my Instagram. But I feel great. I feel great right now. I look great. And I'm not even doing a show this year, so just getting prepared for next year, rebuilding the foundation from 2022. Again, for those of you that don't know, 2022 was the first time that I stepped on stage, and I did place second in my very first INBA, PNBA natural bodybuilding competition in men's physique, and I had an amazing time. And then life started lifing. It does happen, and I'm really thankful. I'm really thankful to God that I was able to come out of that the way that I did. Right? I was gonna say unscathed, but I was definitely scathed. But it could have been a lot worse. Right? I could not be here talking to you guys right now. So, in saying that, I am looking forward to going into 2025 full steam ahead. I think by March I should have a lot of things financially tied up. Tied up meaning like completed as far as like payments and stuff go. So that way I can have a lot more money to travel. Take time off work if need be, and hit these shows, man. So my goal is to win my first show, my first INBA natural show, get my pro card, qualify for the Natural Olympia, win the Natural Olympia, and then see what's cracking with NPC and see if I can get my actual pro card, my IFBB pro card as a natural. And I really do believe I have a chance. I have been blessed not only with good genetics for a tall, lean guy, but my work ethic. You know, my work ethic, my ability to, even while I'm not in the gym, to be able to create movements and study and research and feel my body, and then get to the gym and then just apply load to that angle or to whatever it was that I was doing that made me that made me feel like, oh man, that's a great contraction, that's a great squeeze. Oh, my shoulder's in a good position right there. Right, I have AC separation surgery here, and they did take a hamstring tendon out of my right leg and use it here. So I got balance issues, you know, that I have to constantly focus on when I'm pressing, when I'm leg curling, right, when I'm squatting. I have to pay attention to how my quad reacts because with the lack of, with the instability of my internal right leg off that hamstring, it does make my quad act a little bit funny. So, you know, there's a lot that I have to focus on. But I've really dialed some things in, and I look forward to really seeing what I can do, especially because right now, again, I'm not even really on. Excuse me, I'm not even really on right now. Like I'm probably getting maybe over 2,000 calories a day. I'm definitely not getting 220 grams of protein. That's for sure, because I am 6'4", around 220 pounds, and I'm pretty lean right now too. I think I'm as lean as I was, not as dry, but I'm as lean as I was when I went on stage, and I went on stage in 2022 at like 210 or like 212, maybe close to 215. I don't know, but I was pretty peeled at the end of the show. I was using creatine closer to my actual show date, and it made me retain a lot of water. And I got on stage, and for first time being under the lights, first time being in front of a crowd, I sweated my tan out. For those that know, you know, this would be the moment where I would be like, okay, here comes the picture. I'll show the picture. So I'm learning this whole camera thing too as well, right? How to edit, stuff like that. Maybe one day I'll figure some stuff out. But until then, man, I'll just keep following me on my Instagram. I do post pictures regularly of that show since it was like a really good time in my life. So you will see that I have this dark Zangief looking smear that's just dripping down my chest while I'm hitting my last spread. And but I'm all smiles. I'm all smiles, and you know, I held it together. But that won't be the case. That won't be the case this year. Next year for sure. Definitely going to. I really honestly don't even take creatine like that often anymore. Anyways, I actually take it like maybe like once every 2 or 3 days, and then I'll take it for like maybe 2 days, and then I'll be off it for like 3 days. So. The last creatine I had though was like a pure monohydrate. This time I have a micronized, and I'm noticing a lot less water retention and a lot more explosive power and a lot more strength gains, much faster with the micronized. So maybe something you guys want to try out. Peanut butter and apples is so bomb, bro. So bomb. I love peanut butter and apples. I love peanut butter and oats. I love peanut butter and anything. I was just watching Dorian, another man's physique. He just won his pro card actually. I was watching his peak week diet. That man was eating lean ground beef, 97.3. with peanut butter and rice, and I was like, ooh. I was like, that sounds like it hits with a little bit of honey. Ooh, that's kind of hitting, bro. Like, I'm gonna have to look into that for sure. But being at work right now, I had to eat something. I tend to fast every now and then, simply because I don't like the feeling of being full. Even though I know I'm supposed to be like eating constantly, I find myself eating more fat, like peanut butter, avocado, stuff like that, in like spurts, because I know that I'm not getting enough carbs really or enough protein. And then I'm just like monitoring how I feel when I'm in the gym. So like I'll go like I pretty much always have oatmeal and eggs in the morning. But say if I only know I'm gonna eat that one time, I'll make sure that I go get a double cheeseburger. You know what I mean? And I get the cheese too, because I need that fat to sustain me into the night, into the next day, so that my body's not just solely eating off amino acids, off of protein. So until I get with my coach, because I will be having a coach again. I will be getting back with my guy Stephen Crawford, if he is still coaching. I don't know if he's still coaching or not. If he's not, then I will try to wing it to the best of my abilities on YouTube University, checking out people's pages and their peak week, getting ideas. I've already done a little bit of research on depletion and then like carb load, like 2 days before, and the manipulation of water and so on and so forth. So I'm learning a little bit. I'm excited to know certain things, because I like to be self-sufficient. I live a pretty self-sufficient life. If I can get help, then I'll go get help, obviously, because it just makes life easier. But if I can't, I'll figure it out. And that's just kind of what I go by. If there's help, I'll use it. It's not like if there's help, I'm like, oh no, like I don't need your help. No, I need your help. I will take that help. If I get peanut butter on my pants, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm at work right now. I will show you guys where I'm at work right now, but it's a little classified. I can show you guys this room though. This room that I'm in is really nice. Really nice little patio situation set up. Man, I can't wait to be stable again and comfortable and live in a nice community and have amenities and stuff like that, man. It would just be just a dream, Just be the dream. What I was gonna say was, if I do get a coach, getting back to looking forward to having like a set, structured meal plan. Because right now, I'm winging it. in my mind, this is what I want to do, which is have 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So I'll be looking at around 310, I think, grams of protein a day. If I'm 220, right? 220, 1.5, half of 220 is 110. So 110, so 2. And yeah, I think I'm horrible at math. I really am. Like I start to freak out in my own mind. Whatever my gram of protein is a day, I'll calculate that in a second. But my 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight, and then I double that in carbs. So around, I guess like 440, 450, just to round up. But I've seen guys go as high as like 700 3 days prior, depleting down to like 100 grams of carbs, and then like the day before, like loading up to like 700 grams. So I don't really know. I gotta keep learning. I gotta figure out what's going on, do some more stuff. So, but yeah, I am definitely learning. I didn't know carbohydrates, right, and water. Obviously, carbohydrate, water. The water stores through the carbohydrates. Or the carbohydrates draw the water into the muscle. Some stuff like that, bro. Again, like I said, I'm learning. I'm still a young buck in this whole situation. But I know that my heart and mind is in the right place. I love bodybuilding. I absolutely love it. I've been dealing with weights ever since I was a kid. I think maybe like 5th or 6th grade. My dad had pretty much a full-on gym inside the garage, and squat rack, right? Full squat rack, full classic old school leg press where you laid on your back, stack the weights on top, and pushed up that way. A bench. He had a lat pull-down machine. He had a preacher bench. He had the dumbbells you needed. It was like he had a full rack of dumbbells, but he had 20s, 30s, 35s. I think he had some 80s in there, and a bunch of plates. He had a lot of 45 plates, 25 plates, a couple different cambered bars, things like that. And, I'd get bored, sit in the house all day, and I would go down to the gym and I would work out. I didn't know how much weight I was pushing. I knew that I was trying my best to push to bench one plate. In like 6th grade, I think I was like 5th or 6th grade. And I remember when I first benched 135 for the first time, I was super stoked. Cause my uncle was a bodybuilder. He was trying to go for his pro card, and he looked jacked. My uncle was swole, bro, and he was my inspiration. My dad was inspiration too, but my dad was working all the time. You know what I mean? He did a little bit more bodybuilding, back in the 80s and 90s. But it was his little brother, my uncle, Ulysses, who really was out there with me when he'd come by to use the gym. And we had some nice time together. Focusing way too much on biceps, obviously. My favorite thing I did was bicep curls and lat pull downs. I didn't know they were for lats at the time. I just was like heaving and pulling back on the lat machine, thinking I was activating something. I didn't really know, but I know I was pulling. And now my back is on my best quality, so maybe I was doing something right. And my arms are pretty solid as well. But no, man, I look forward to actually having a full diet, right? At least just like if I can see myself at 1 week. Can I just get 1 week of 200 plus grams of protein, 400 grams of carbs, and about 200 grams of fats consistently, and just see how that looks. Like I think I would look awesome because I'm not even close to that right now. And if you guys do follow me on my Instagram, I'm at the gym pretty much every day, and I think I look good. I look good enough for people to come up to me and say, "Hey, bro, like, what cycle are you running?" I'm not running a cycle, bro. I eat. I train hard. I take creatine sparingly. I use Herbalife products. Meal replacement shakes on top of my meals when I do have the ability to have my Herbalife products. And I take roots and herbs and plants that boost my testosterone, such as yohimbe, tribulus, maca root, ashwagandha, horny goat weed. When I do have it, not all the time. But yeah, that's it. That's it, man. I need to get a digestive enzyme. I need to get some greens because I have meal preps. My fiance makes my meal preps for me when I'm able to get them because I work a lot doing security, so I travel back and forth all over the place, and I'll be in one city, then I'll go to another city. And sometimes I won't leave that city because I feel like I'm gonna have to come back to that area. But this is what I was saying earlier, that I'm really happy that now something has happened that I have a set schedule again. So I know that I don't have to go all over the world. But I do need the money. So if there are some call-offs or things that I can pick up, then I definitely am gonna go pick those up. And that means that I'll have to go from one city all the way south, maybe 15 miles to another city. And then maybe crash the night there, I don't know. And that's what I mean, man. Like you just eventually want to get on a nice routine, nice schedule, something locked in. And it's better for the people that are around you also. Me and my girl, we like to go do stuff. Like to take the kids places, and it's a little bit harder now, or it was a little bit harder when I didn't know what my schedule was gonna be, and I needed to make sure that I could pick up any hours that I could. So. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the video there. Upload it to the YouTube channel. If you guys are seeing this on YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram. YJRFit. Y stands for Yohanan. J is for my father, James, my middle name, and my last name, which is Robinson. And of course, the fit. It was actually YJR.fit, but YJRFit is still gonna pop up, so you'll see it. Yohanan James Robinson. Yohanan is a name that I picked up after going into a really deep study on Hebrew and figured out my name, Sean, is basically John. And John is Yehukanan or Yochanan in Hebrew. So I like that name. I thought it sounded dope, Yohanan, and I kind of adopted it. So I don't go by it all the time, especially not as much now. When I was really heavy in it, anyone I met, I told them, my name is Yohanan. But lately, I've just been kind of using Sean just because it's a little bit easier. And yeah, You know, so anyways, man, let me get off this video. I feel like it's getting a little saddy, kind of. So thanks for tuning in. It is your boy Yohanan James Robinson, and we are out of here.